So I hope you are familiar with the three equations. मैं बार बार बोलता हूँ that you need to write those three equations. So I'll just write it once for you and we start doing numericals. We'll only do numericals today. Okay. So the first equation is V equal to U plus AT. The second equation of motion stands as S equal to UT plus half AT square. And the third equation stands as V square equals to U square plus 2AS. I suppose that you have learned in your previous classes. If not, please watch the video. No point in once again going to the same thing, right? We take a next question now. It says that we have a train. Okay, pehle her question ko understand the question like a story. The more you understand the question, the better you will be able to interpret. Actually, the whole problem lies about selecting which equation you would be using, right? So देखते हैं इसमें कौन सा equation लगेगा. So we have a train and this train is moving. ठीक है? सुनते जाइए. Train is moving. Now your mind should start thinking. Train moving means it will have some velocity. ये ऐसे तो move नहीं करेगा. इसको कुछ तो velocity है. क्या है? नहीं पता अभी. देखते हैं. A moving train is brought to rest. हमने इस moving train को we brought it to rest, right? We brought. There's no point in just doing the question. Understand the question. Moving train has been brought to rest. Within this much, there is a lot of story hidden. Can anyone tell me what all are the story in terms of mathematical parameters? Moving train has
velocity is 0.
Very good. The first thing is excellent, Zoe. The final velocity is 0. The final velocity is 0, right? That means whatever velocity the train is moving right now with, I will term this velocity as the initial velocity. Yet I don't know what is the value, but our friend Zoe has told us this is 0. Something more is happening. You have brought something to rest. What has happened?
Retardation.
Retardation has happened. Excellent. Retardation has happened. Retardation. Retardation को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Negative acceleration, right? That means there is some A and the value of A has to be negative. I'm very happy whoever is answering. This is the way to do physics problems, okay? Retardation. Now I say, in order to do this thing, you took a time of 20 seconds. 20 सेकंड का वक्त लगा to that means there has been braking हुआ है, ट्रेन के ऊपर ब्रेक्स लगा है. Very interesting problems, okay? हमें पूछा है, see, I'm breaking everything into a story. We will not solve it like this. This is for your understanding. What is the initial velocity of the train? Okay, and they have told us that the retardation of the train is 2 meters per second square. But there is nothing called retardation in our problems. All we know is acceleration. So we will take acceleration as negative 2 meters per second square because the velocity of the vehicle is reducing. Therefore, acceleration has to be negative. Accelerator दबाओ मतलब क्या? गाड़ी जोर से जाएगा. Here the acceleration वापस ले रहा है. You are withdrawing the acceleration. That's why if I say you do a bad job, so in terms of mathematics, what will I say? He did a negative good job. He did a negative good job. A negative good job means a bad job, right? A negative profit means basically loss. So how do we do it in physics terms? Let's write it. So the way you are supposed to do in your exams are, you write given now. Right, let's write all the given datas. Initial velocity, okay? Initial velocity and write the narration, that's U. We don't know what it is. Then write what is the time. The time is T. T is equal to how much? 20 seconds. Then write the final velocity. Final velocity is equal to how much? 0. Why? Brought to rest. Brought to rest. Brought to rest means final velocity is 0, and do mention final velocity is v. Next, what else is mentioned? Okay, retardation, right? Retardation. Retardation is negative of acceleration, and acceleration is a, so which is equal to negative 2 meters per second square. Now you write to find. What do you need to find out here? We need to find out u is equal to what? Now no need to write initial velocity again because you have already mentioned what is u. So you start, which equation would you use? Look in the three equation. Which one will you use? Don't see the book. Huh? If you're seeing the book, you're not doing justice. No looking at the book. Look, let's learn together. Which equation?
The first equation.
The first equation, because if I look at the first equation, we use v is equal to u plus at, right? This is a lovely equation for us because in this equation, all the parameters are known to us except, let's see what is known to us. Do we know v? Yo. Do you know u? No, we don't know. We need to find out. Do we know a? Yes. Do we know t? Yes. अब हम solve कर सकते हैं, right? Let's substitute the values. What are the substitution values? 0 is equal to u is how much? Initial velocity, I don't know, plus negative of 2 into time, that is 20 seconds. Okay, any doubt anyone can ask. So how much does u become? U becomes equal to how much? 40 meters per second. Therefore, you write initial velocity is 40 meters per second. Shall we check our workout? Again, once again, let's spend some time to check our workout. Are we correct or not? Let's see. Let's see, are we correct or not? Okay. Although you need not do this. This is time scale. Let's see. करके देखते हैं हम लोग correct है कि नहीं. This is time scale. The time starts from 0. This is the first second. How much is the time? 20. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and let's say 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. When you start, your velocity you have calculated is 40 meters per second. Okay, Zoe, tell me, I have just applied the brakes on the train. In the next second, what should be my speed? I'm retarding at 2 meters per second square. So what should be my speed? Every second, my speed is coming down by 2 meters per second. What was 38. My speed? 40. 38? You say 38? Yeah, 38. Yeah. Then it becomes 36. Then how much?
34, then 32, then 30, then
30. Okay, hold on. At 5, we are 30. Then count with your fingers. Let's count. 28. Let's come 28, to 15. 28. Okay, wait. 6 seconds, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. यहाँ तक करते हैं. 6 में कितना आएंगे? 28, 26, 24, then 22, 20, then 18, then 16, then 14, then 12. उसके बाद यहाँ पे कितना हो जाएगा? 10, 8, 6, 4, 3. कहीं तो गलत हुआ है. 2. We're still at 2. At the 20, after 20 seconds, कितना सेकंड हुआ? 0 to 1 is 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. We were at 40.
तो 4 के बाद 2 होगा ना?
4 के बाद 2 होगा, right? देखा, गलत हो ही नहीं सकते. और 20 पे आके हमारा स्पीड हो गया. गाड़ी एकदम. You should feel that sound. You're doing your acceleration is uniform. देखो ना, मजा लो physics का. Acceleration is uniform. What is acceleration uniform? It is uniformly reducing. आराम से गिर रहा है. कैसे? 2 meters per second square. So how is? Can you also imagine? Let us say our train is a boy. हमारा train एक लड़का है. लड़का ही क्यों? Racial abuse. लड़का ही हमारा train. ठीक है? ये हमारा train है. This is our boy. This is 0. The train is actually, train को अगर कोई बच्चा समझो ना, if you think that the train is a kid, this is the train is a kid. The train is falling from a height of 40 to 0 over a time span of 20 meters, 20 seconds, sorry. So imagine if a bacha would have undergone this sliding ladder, swee se girta na, train ekdam वैसे आ रहा है, 40. So this is your 40 to 0. That is called slope. That is the gradient. This you will do in graphical analysis later. Right? So what is the change in velocity? 40 minus. You check it. Change in velocity is how much? Change in velocity v minus u by t. What is the change in velocity? So 40 minus 0. What is the time elapsed? 20. So how much is the acceleration? Oh no, change in velocity is not this way. Change in velocity will be final minus initial over the time that has elapsed. Right? So what is the time? This is negative 40 over 20. 2 ne 2 ko kata, minus 2 meters per second square. So correct. We are correct. Nobody can deduct 1 marks from us. Did you understand the problem? कितने तरीके से सोच सकते हो? What is acceleration? Or had the vehicle had an acceleration, then the bacha would have climbed like this. Now bacha is coming downwards because there is deceleration. 1 minute strategic timeout. If anyone has not understood, anyone wants to copy any part, this part initially when you do problems, this part is very, very important. This is called picturizing the problem. Picturizing. If you are unable to do this and you want to straight away grow from here, you will stumble. Okay. Maybe you will solve one problem, but you'll get stuck up in the next one. 100%. So first picturize. Ho kya raha hai? Righto. Ultimately, we are playing with what? We are playing with our 5 friends of Peppa Pig. SUVAT. Try to hunt each and every character where they are hidden in the story. And then try and think which equation should be used. Yes, Sanvi madam, how was this? Fine, samajh mein aaya? Cool. Neha, Vivan darling, you are in the class, na? Or the screen is open, mind is outside. Acha, mind is inside. Very good. Shaurya darling, समझ में आया? सार्थक साहब,
Yes, sir.
समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
ये v equal to u plus at लगा के आप कर लोगे, पर उसमें आप सीख नहीं रहे हो. You will learn when you are able to understand any problem and apply it, right? Pratiji madam, वानिया करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन if you don't do in next 7 days तब आप फंस जाओगे. आज ऐसे भी आपको worksheet जाने वाला है बड़ा सा. Okay, let's take the next problem. Okay, these are book problems, so I'll be just narrating them by story. Okay, right. The next problem says that we have a body. We have a body, and this body starts to slide over a horizontal surface. Horizontal surface. यहाँ पे भी कहानी में कुछ छुपा हुआ है. Try and identify. So let's make a horizontal surface. Sir, this is our horizontal surface. Lovely little. Physics is all about diagram. Physics and biology, no diagram, get a 0. So we have got a body. Where is our body? Let's make our body. This is our body. Body. This is our body. Okay, right. So a body starts to slide. देखो बार-बार मैं कुछ बोल रहा हूँ. इसमें कुछ story है. कौन बोलेगा? Something story is there.
Initial velocity is 0.
Yes, it's initial velocity because starts to slide का मतलब है that this ससुरा is at rest. That means इसका initial velocity
0.
Initial velocity इस कहानी में है 0. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Oh no.
Initial velocity is 0.5.
Because who said that? That means the book is open. Please close the book.
Did the problem?
No. Close the book. Close the book. I don't want that. Then you'll be under prejudice. Close the book. Okay. Starts to slide. I'm not angry on that, so you don't take it that way. Only thing is that otherwise you'll get prejudice. Let's enjoy the problem. Starts to slide over a horizontal surface. So it was only written golden and black, and we saw tail of a tiger. No. It might be a dupatta also. It need not be. So let's read the full question. It says with an initial velocity of 0.5 meters per second. So let's correct this. It's not 0. The question says that starts to slide with an initial velocity. So there is an initial velocity of 0. That is u. Okay, this much is done. Okay, next question. Now, when it is sliding out here, you have learned in grade 8. You know what happens in grade 8? In grade 8, you have learned that there is one enemy when you slide over anything that's known as sliding friction. And friction always acts in the opposite direction. Your friction is acting this side, and your body wants to move in which way? The body wants to move in this side. So this fellow is known as dirty fellow. This is known as friction. So friction starts to act on the body. So what will happen on the body? Tell me. I'm trying to slide something and friction is acting on the body. What will happen to the body?
It will slowly slow down.
It will slowly slow down, because had there been no friction, we would have slipped till eternity. So there will be a slow down case. Okay. So there is, they tell me that velocity decreases at a rate of 0.05 meters per second square. Now here there is a story that we need to cover up. Velocity decreases at a rate. That means they are just telling us that retardation is happening. Rate of decrease, change of velocity is actually retardation is happening, and that's happening at 0.05 meter per second square. Look at the unit. The unit is of acceleration. So how will you tame it? You will say, I don't know anything about retardation. I only know acceleration. And retardation means negative of acceleration. Okay, therefore I will write, what should I write? I should write acceleration is negative 0.05 meter per second square. हमारा acceleration negative है, slow हो रहा है गाड़ी, ठीक है? How much time will it take for the body to stop? ठीक है, अपना body कहीं ना कहीं जाके तो रुकेगा. Let's say our body goes and stops here. Oh, body was yellow. Our body goes and stops here, right? So let's make it more informative now. Physics. And please sit in your classes with colored pens, at least a red pen, a green pen and a black pen. Otherwise, there is no point in learning physics. आप नहीं सीखोगे. एक pen से physics नहीं बनता है. And the day I start offline classes, whoever is drawing with one pen, immediately, what will happen? GET, OUT. Okay. So they've asked us, they've given us information that here the initial velocity is how much? 0.5 meters per second. Here the final velocity is 0 because it comes to rest. They have asked us how much time will it take, as much as the, and please understand that there is an acceleration at the rate of negative 0.05 meter per second square. I will stop here. I want you to proceed further on this. Now start solving it in the CBSE parameter way. Write your given. What is given? Initial velocity. एक दो प्रॉब्लम ऐसे करो बेटा समझने के लिए. Initial velocity u is how much? 0.5 meters per second. Okay. Final velocity. Final velocity is v. What is the value? 0 meters per second. Then acceleration, which is equal to negative 0.05 meters per second square. To find, what do we have to find? Time taken. Time taken, and the time is denoted by t. We don't know. Also, when you are solving problems, please have a look at the units. That's very important. ये एक और नया बात. बारीकियों पे ध्यान दीजिए. Have a look at the units. The units should be same. Units. Out here, they are not troubling you, but later they'll trouble you. Units. Always have a look at the units. Okay. Units same होना चाहिए. Time taken निकालना है. Now tell me which equation should you use?
First equation.
First equation. Neha says first equation. Let's see. V equal to u plus at. क्या ये हम लगा सकते हैं? How many of you agree? How many of you disagree? मुझे तो लगता है we can put. Absolutely, we can use it. Do we know what is V? Yes, we know what is V. Right? Do we know what is U? Yes, we know what is U. Do we know A? Yes, we don't know T. चलो T निकालो. Come on. Zoe, you understood, right? Yeah, the idea to keep the book closed is no, otherwise we get prejudice.
No, I already did the problems.
Yeah, don't worry. I know you have studied. There's nothing issue about it. I just sometimes feel if you know the movie before you go to the theater, then the pleasure dies down. So let it be a surprise. ठीक है? T निकालिए. Let's find out T.
Sir, 1/10 seconds.
1/10 seconds. How many of you have got 1/10 seconds? 1/10 क्यों आया? कुछ उल्टा किया है?
It's just 10 seconds. So
It's 10 seconds. It should not be 1/10. कुछ उल्टा किया है देखो. Shall we do it? V हमारा कितना है? V is 0. What is the U? Anyone help me with U?
0.5.
U is 0.5. 0.5 मतलब half है. Okay.
Yes.
Plus AD square. So let's put negative. Negative. What is the value of A? A is 0.05. 0.05. And this is T square. So you get it. 0.05 T square is equal to 0.5. If you want to make it better, then you make it 5T square. So you basically have multiplied this side by 100. You multiply this by 100. Then this becomes 50. 5T square means you have multiplied by 100, right? So you multiply this also with 100. So this becomes 50. आ गया. So, oh, why am I writing square?
T square लिख दिया.
नहीं, हाँ, मैं बुढ़ा हो गया हूँ. T square नहीं होगा, T, right? So T is equal to 10 seconds. Learn arithmetic. यहाँ से, if you are a बेवकूफ, then you will do like this. See, you know how to do, how a बेवकूफ will do this problem. Let's see बेवकूफी way of doing. देखो कहाँ तुम time. Ma'am gave such a tough calculation. She gave 0.5 divided by 0.05. Hey, straight away take away the decimal from here. That means you are multiplying by 100. So it becomes 5. You should, if you are loving it with 100 dairy milk, love this one also with 100 dairy milk. ये कितना हो गया? ये 50 हो गया. Now they are easy numbers. काट लो. 5 times 50. खत्म. Understood? Very good. As long as the problems are there, they're good. Now we will today we'll get a worksheet. उसको करेंगे तो और मजा आएगा. चलिए next problem. अभी सब v equal to u plus 80 में ही खेल रहे हो. See, that is the poor thing about CBSE. Now the next problem that will come, you'll think it will be from s equal to ut plus half 80 square. Then after two problems, it will be v square is equal to u square plus 2s. तो ऐसा तो करने नहीं दूंगा. Time has come to give you the injection. Let's give you an injection. चलो. Let's take a problem. So our next problem is all about a car. I've got a lovely little car. Okay, a beautiful car. Okay. Okay. So we have a car and this car is traveling at 20 km per hour. पहले ही आ गया. What? Sir, units का लफड़ा तो पहले ही आ गया. Okay. We have to be careful in this problem. This is not in SI. A car traveling at 20 km per hour. I don't know whether it's initial or final. This car speeds up. Speeds up. Speeds up means what? Acceleration लग गया है इसको. मतलब इस स्टोरी में acceleration तो है. Speeds up and speeds up to 60 km per hour. कुछ लिख दे. इसको U लिख सकते हैं. And we can write this as V because we have speed up. The car has increased its speed. They have told what a car traveling at 20 km per hour speeds up to this, and the time taken for this speeding up is how much? 6 seconds. Find the acceleration. Can you do it? Try. If you are forgetting formulas, I'm writing them. V is equal to U plus 80. S is equal to UT plus half 80 square, and V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. देख लो कौन सा फॉर्मूला लगेगा, कौन सा नहीं लगेगा. 1, 2, 3. चलो. Car has increased the speed. Time taken to increase the speed was 6 seconds. Calculate acceleration. Which formula? Which equation? First. इतना धीरे आ रहा है. How many of you think first? Yes, first ही लगेगा इसमें. लेकिन थोड़ा सा लोचा है. इसको convert this.
seconds में करना है.
हाँ, तो 10 seconds के करने के लिए क्या बोला था? What is that?
5 by 18.
5 by 18. Yes, that is that Santa Claus. And 60 को भी क्या करेंगे? 5 by 18. क्या मिल जाएगा हमको? 25 is 100 by 18 meters per second. How much is this? 300 by 18. Don't break into decimals straight away. Keep it like this. कुछ ना कुछ तो कटेगा. That's why they are giving it in this manner. Now acceleration is equal to V minus U divided by T. What is V? Sir, V is 300. What is U? Sir, 100 divided by 18. This whole thing is divided by T. What is T? 6. Means 200 by 18 divided by 6. 1/6. Karo. Some interesting data you will get. 2 3s are 6. 200. Then 100 divided by 18 3s are how much? 54. Or you can do it further. 250, 29. Any further? No. 50 by 27. Get the value. By 27. in my test, if you leave it at 50 by 27 also, you get full marks. Exam में अगर ये solve करने में time लग रहा है, please proceed to the next problem, but do write the unit. What are you calculating? Acceleration. So it should be meter per second square, whichever way you write. You can also write meter per second square. We can write it as A is equal to, A means acceleration. Acceleration is equal to 50 by 27 meter per second square. And if you are more worried about the figure, then it's 1.85. Shaurya, देखो acceleration positive है. Okay, acceleration positive means speed should increase. Look at the problem. Speed is increasing. Can you plot this problem in the bacha diagram? In a bacha diagram, how will it look like? It will look like this. Bacha diagram. How much is this one? This is 20 kilometer per hour. How much is this one? 60 kilometer per hour. Okay. Slowly you are getting the idea of graphical analysis also. This is the slope. Okay. And what is the time? The time is how much? Kitna seconds? 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
So over 6 seconds, your bacha is trying to climb this. Later on, you will learn how to calculate. This can be calculated by slope. And what is slope? धीरे धीरे देखो, धीरे धीरे समझना शुरू करो. Slope is always rise over run. Slope means you can calculate it graphically also. This is called rise and this is called run. Calculate your rise. How much is your rise? Rise is 60 minus 20. Obviously, you have to break it into meters per second. So if you break it into meters per second, what will the value be? Your value will be 200 by 18. This is the rise. Okay. And how much are you running? Sir, I'm running 6. So do it. 200 by 18 divided by 6. You actually did the same thing out here analytically. If you're here, graphically, you'll do like this. And this rise over run is known as the slope. ये धीरे धीरे आएगा आपको, समझना सीख लो. Slope is known as rise over run. If you rise upwards, it's a positive rise. If you rise downwards, it's a negative rise. ठीक है? Look at the problem before. ऐसा देखो इस problem में. How was the rise? Did the boy actually rise? No, the boy did not rise. What happened to the boy? Sir, the boy was like Humpty Dumpty. He had a great fall. He fell down. Essay. So how is the rise? The rise is negative. If you try to plot this graphically, what will you say? Sir, rise is negative because you're coming down. And how much did you run? Run is positive, sir, because time can never be negative. Time is negative only for ghosts, spirits, possessed people. Otherwise, time is always positive. समय कभी पीछे नहीं जाता है. So here also you can calculate slope. Slope is what? Sir, slope is rise over run. Very good. Please calculate. Sir, rise is negative 40 because you're coming down. What is the run? Sir, run is 20. How much is the slope? Sir, negative 2 meters per second square. वही चीज यहाँ पे solve किया. So do you understand, Sudriti, when last year your school was teaching all these things, they were actually dosing you Hebrew and Latin. There is a time to learn everything. Now the time has come to learn it. ठीक है? चलें और जरा problem करें. Very good. Can you now open the book, okay? And whoever doesn't have a book, I'll help you. Now open the book and come down to
Sir, is it Lakshmi Singh?
Yeah, Lakshmi Singh only. I have no other book. I have never read NCERT in my days also. Come down to short answer type question. Sarthak, you don't worry. I'll help you with the question. Come down to short answer type question and come down to question number 24. Can you read what is 24?
Page number?
Page numbers may differ, dear. Mine is
41.
Yeah, 41 है तो match कर रहा है. Short answer question. Short answer. Essay.
A motorcycle is moving with
motorcycle वाला. ठीक है? तो what do I do for Sarthak? Sarthak के पास तो Skype भी नहीं है. इसको फोटो उठा के कहाँ भेजूं? टिक. Zoom भी नहीं है. Okay, I have to write for it.
24th question, right?
Yeah, 24. Can anybody has Zoom on mobile? Can you just click this on the Zoom chat? Anyone can help, or else I have to write. Nobody has, because he will not have Skype also.
I have
ओके
food, but I don't know how to do.
है, कोई करेगा नहीं, चलो मैं ही लिखता हूँ, तब तक आप
But
लोग
actually,
पढ़िए
I'm not
क्वेश्चन।
logged in also.
अब मोटरसाइकिल, कोई बात नहीं सर लिख लेगा, मूविंग विथ अ स्पीड of, just like I'm doing these exercises. How many of you have done exercises so far? Like Lakshmi Singh, these exercises. Very good. Whoever is doing, Zoe has raised her hand. Okay, is moving with a speed of 5 meters per second. Moving is subjected to. Is पहले question को पढ़िए समझिए, break it in your mother tongue. Is subjected to an acceleration of 0.2 meters per second square. Calculate speed of the motorcycle after how much? 10 seconds. After 10 seconds and the distance traveled in the time. If you are done with the question, then we'll go to the figure analysis and the distance traveled in this time. Aye. Those who have books, very good. Those who don't have books, it's written on the board. Let's start reading and answering this question. First of all, what is happening? Sir, first of all, we have a beautiful motorcycle, sir. Very good. एक motorcycle बना लो. Wow. And बाल झड़ रहे हैं. Wow. Katrina Kaif is riding this motorcycle. धूम मचा ले बड़ा. देखो बोलते ही श्रेयस का हंसी आ गया है ना. बिल्कुल सर ऐसे ही बोलिएगा. लड़कों के नाम में क्या बोलना है ना. ठीक है. So Katrina Kaif is riding a motorcycle. बहुत अच्छा. And she's riding a motorcycle with a speed of 5 meters per second. इसकी speed है. The speed of this motorcycle is 5 meters per second. 5 meters per second. And then suddenly Katrina accelerates and she's accelerating. Okay, she is accelerating. Let's say, let's show this, that she is accelerating in this direction. So her acceleration is how much? Is 0.2 meters per second square. After that, Katrina has reached where? Here. She has reached here, है ना? Accelerate कर रहा है. श्रेयस देख और मजा आएगा तेरे को. तो उसके बाल और भी उड़ रहे हैं अभी, है ना? Accelerate हो रहा है ना? तो एकदम खुले खुले हेलो शैम्पू की तरह, ठीक है? उड़ रहे हैं.
Jacket भी उड़ रहा है.
हाँ, सब जैकेट उड़ रहा है एकदम धूम मचा ले. तो आफ्टर 10 सेकेंड्स, तो वक्त कितना बीता है? यहां से यहां तक वक्त बीता है 10 सेकेंड. आइए 10 सेकेंड का अंतराल बनाइए. यहां और यहां इस बीच में हो गया है 10 सेकेंड. देखो ऐसे पिक्चर बनाओगे आपको कितना अच्छा लगेगा प्रॉब्लम करने में. व्हाट वनीला लाइफ योर लीड. यहां से यहां तक कितना लगा? 10 सेकेंड्स लगा. वेरी गुड. यानी कि calculate the speed. So the question simply is telling me u is this and I don't know what is v. Once you have calculated, asking you to find two things. एक बार v निकालो और जब v निकल गया तब ये भी बोलिए कि कटरीना मैडम इस टाइम पे कितनी दूर चली गई. So basically they are also asking you what is the value of, this is the second part of the question ना. दूसरा part of the question is s की वैल्यू कितनी है. And since you are in grade 9, there are a few things that we should understand. In order to apply SUVAT, A should be there and our Katrina should be going in a straight line. वरना ये equation नहीं लग सकता है. हमेशा याद रखना. Because the name of the chapter is uniformly accelerated motion in a straight line. Katrina cannot go this way, this way, this way. She can only go this way. Please remember. नहीं तो ये equation नहीं लग सकता है. ठीक है? चलिए. तो यहाँ पे दो इक्वेशन का खेल होगा. मैच ऑफ टू डिफरेंट इक्वेशंस. शौर्या चल सॉल्व करते हैं इसको. कैसे करेंगे? फर्स्ट पार्ट, लेट्स सॉल्व द फर्स्ट पार्ट. चल चल चल, सोना नहीं है, आजा. हाँ, पहला पार्ट में क्या क्या दिया है वो तो लिख लेते हैं. इनिशियल वेलोसिटी दिया हुआ है. लेट्स सी यू कितना दिया हुआ है? 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड. उसके बाद एक्सीलरेशन दिया हुआ है. पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव शौर्या?
Acceleration positive.
Positive means she is zooming. Speed बढ़ रहा है. So whatever final velocity you are going to get, that should be more than 5. ठीक है? That should be more than 5. We don't know what it is. Time elapsed. Time कितना दिया है? टाइम इज टी
10
इक्वल टू
seconds.
10 सेकेंड्स। तो पहला इक्वेशन तो बड़ा इजी हो गया, बोलो ना शौर्या कौन सा इक्वेशन लगाए? इफ यू वांट द इक्वेशंस टू बी रिटन अगेन
V
बिसाइड यू।
equal. I have.
ए किसका नाम शौर्या है रे यहाँ पे? मैं जिसको पूछ रहा हूँ वो बोलेगा, राइट? शौर्या डियर,
I have the equations. Can you?
हाँ चलो ये इक्वेशंस ले लेते हैं फिर से, ये याद हमें बार बार चाहिए ना, रख लो इक्वेशन पास। एवरी टाइम यू टर्न अ न्यू पेज राइट द इक्वेशन। ओके बोलो शौर्य कौन सा इक्वेशन लगाएं?
V is equal to U plus
80।
A. Yeah.
अच्छा, v इज इक्वल टू u प्लस 80, आपने ये क्यों लगाया? v आपको पता है? नहीं पता। u पता है? हाँ। a पता है? हाँ। t पता है? चलो v कैलकुलेट करो फटाक से v कैलकुलेट कीजिए। देन लुक एट द यूनिट्स, आर द यूनिट्स द वे वी वांट? यस द यूनिट्स आर वे वी वांट। 0.2, व्हेन शौर्य विल से सर पॉइंट डिस्टर्ब्स मी अ लॉट, कोई बात नहीं, तो 2/10 लिख ले। एंड कितना है? टी कितना है? टी 10 है। देखो 10 लिखते ही कट गया। दिस इज द इंटेलिजेंट वे ऑफ डूइंग। अदरवाइज व्हाट यू विल डू? सर आई गो विद द बेवकूफ प्रोसेस, आई टेक 0.2 एंड आई स्टार्ट मल्टीप्लाइंग, देन आई डू दिस, देन आई गेट अ बिग जीरो। काई को ऐसा करो? मजा आया? 0.2 can be written as 2/10. So how much is v?
7.
How much is v?
7.
7 what? Mangoes?
Meter per second.
Meter per second means कटरीना का यहाँ का स्पीड मिल गया हमको। What is Katrina speed? 7 meters per second. Second part of the problem, we are now supposed to find out what? The first part we were supposed to find out v equal to what? Second part में s equal to what? Now start thinking, which equation should you use? Which equation should you use?
Second वाला.
equal to ut plus half at square.
सेकेंड वाला। थर्ड वाला क्यों नहीं लगा सकते? थर्ड भी तो लगा सकते हैं। Why are you biased? Third we also we can go. Look at third वाला. Do you know v? Yes sir, I know v. Do you know u? Yes sir, I know u. Do you know a? I know a. I don't know s. लगा सकते हैं। सेकेंड वाला लगा सकते हैं। Sir, I know u, I know t, I know a, I know t. I want some of you to do it with second वाला, some of you to do with third वाला. Right? Do it. We should get same answer. करके देखो। सार्थक प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है तो बोलो, आई एम देयर।
Sir, is it 60?
Sir, is it 60?
Sir, I
me
also got
see.
60.
Who got 60?
Even
Wow,
even
so many 60s. I just love 60. You know that 60 is so beautiful. Yo, it's 60. You know it's 60.
meters.
60 meters, not coconuts. Yes. Whoever got s equal to 60, they get 3000 dairy milk in the form of electronic love. है ना? Vivan darling, where is Katrina? 60 meters, has she covered or not?
Yes.
Sir, I threw her out of the bike and I am now riding the bike.
Yeah, also there.
ठीक है? शौर्या देख, easy है कि नहीं? If you love physics, physics loves you. अगर तुम फिजिक्स को गोली देगा तो वो तुमको डबल गोली देगा। ठीक है?
Sir, I can't understand this.
Which one?
29th.
29th who? सार्थक, चलो 29 चलिए 29 करते हैं। In 29 we have basically a train, ठीक है? ड्रॉ करने का टाइम नहीं है तो ट्रेन को ट्रेन ही लिखा हमने। So we have a train, very good. This train is traveling. The train is traveling at 20 meters per second. So some data is given to us that this train is traveling at 20 meters per second, ठीक है? And then accelerates. So there is an acceleration. And the value of acceleration is how much? 0.5 meters per second square. So whatever may be the condition, Sarthak, इतना तो आपको भी पता हो जाएगा that this v will be more than 20 because train ने accelerate कर दिया है, ठक 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 speed बढ़ गया ट्रेन का, ठीक है ना? So we don't know what is v, हमें नहीं पता v क्या है। और ये पूरा कांड, this whole activity happened for how much time? This whole
30 seconds.
activity happened for, इसका टाइम कितना है? यहाँ से यहाँ तक हमने टाइम कितना लगाया? टाइम हमने लगाया 20 seconds, नहीं 30 seconds, right? 30 seconds, that's half a minute. How far will it travel? तो हमें दो चीज हमें पूछा है, how far will it travel? What is the s for this? Now in terms of s we have only two equations. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Either you can use this equation or v square equal to u square plus 2as. देखने में समझ में आ रहा है बेटा?
Yes,
Got
sir.
it? अगर ये है हमारा इक्वेशन 2, ये है इक्वेशन 3। ओके, अब देखो, अगर आप ये इक्वेशन यूज करते हो then you should have the value of u जो कि आपके पास है,
Hmm.
आपको a चाहिए जो कि आपके पास है, और आपको v भी चाहिए जो आपके पास नहीं है. आप फंस गए हैं, ठीक है ना? If you use this equation, let us see. हमें s चाहिए, बहुत अच्छी बात है. u हमारे पास है, t हमारे पास है, a हमारे पास है, t मेरे पास सब कुछ है, बस. So if you are a बेवकूफ, then we will use this equation, और मुंह हमारा ऐसा होगा, और अगर हम चतुर हैं तो हमारा मुंह ऐसा होगा. तो आइए चतुर वाला काम करते हैं. So s is equal to ut, 20 into t. How much is t? 30 seconds. Plus half at square. a कितना है बेटा? a है 0.5, यानी कि 5/10 लिखिए, into t square. t square बोले तो कितना बेटा? 30 into 30. बस अब काटा काटी करने का टाइम आ गया है.
Yes, sir, understood.
2, इसको कितना से काटेंगे? 15 से काटेंगे. अब सॉल्व करते हैं इसको. s की वैल्यू कितनी आई? 3 2 6 00 प्लस 15 5 75, 75 into 3, so 5 3 15, 15 15 is 225. शेयर्स डार्लिंग, देखो आंसर आ गया 825.
हाँ सर, मेरा भी आ गया. मैंने एक्चुअली ए को 30 ले लिया.
वो मेरी गलती है, मैंने बोला था. स्कूल में ना एक काम करना, एक लेटर लिखना. आज प्रधानाचार्य महोदय, सविनय निवेदन है कि मैं अपने समक्ष एक कुर्सी रखना चाहता हूं इस बार की परीक्षा में, जहां मेरे एक परिचित व्यक्ति आके सिर्फ मेरी मनोबल बढ़ाने के लिए बैठेंगे. कृपया करके मेरी इस अर्जी को मान्यता दे. आपका आज्ञाकारी नहीं, दुराचारी शिष्य श्रेयस श्रीवास्तव, है ना? Anybody needs explanation on this one further? Don't hesitate. Sanvi madam, did you understand this problem or not? 28, 29. This was 29. 28 था ये तो. 28 में तो चीता है, 28 के ऊपर तो शौर्या बैठा है, ये तो 29 है. शौर्या चीता से उतरेगी नहीं?
पर वेट कर रहा हूँ.
अभी भी चीता में ही बैठे हो?
मैं ये कर रहा हूँ जो आप कर रहे हैं.
अच्छा,
सर,
बोलिए सर.
सर, for these type of question we shouldn't use first वाला equation.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. सुनो, in your kitchen your mama must be having 3-4 types of knives. Yes or no?
हाँ.
तो सपोज तुम्हें आलू काटना है, टमाटर काटना है, तुम क्या मैकेनिकल जाते हो या अपना सोच डेवलप हो जाता है ना, इसको इस नाइफ से काटा जा सकता है, ब्रेड के लिए ब्रेड कटर. तो वो कैसे आता है? बिकॉज शी हैज स्पेंट मोर टाइम इन द किचन. यू आल्सो स्पेंड मोर टाइम्स विद द प्रॉब्लम. यू विल स्टार्ट गेटिंग एन आइडिया व्हिच नाइफ टू यूज फॉर व्हिच प्रॉब्लम. सी, यू एक्चुअली ट्राई टू अटैक दिस प्रॉब्लम विद दिस पर्टिकुलर फॉर्मूला. देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दिस, बट यहाँ पे क्या होगा? यहाँ पे आप हार्ड वर्क करेंगे. यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं? यहाँ पे स्मार्ट वर्क कर रहे हैं. अब चॉइस आपके ऊपर है, आप कौन सा करना चाहते हैं. बिकॉज एग्जाम में जो एक चीज आपके पास नहीं होगा वो है समय. इसकी बड़ी कमी होगी, शॉर्टेज. Plus nail biting, plus by that time you'll see somebody beside you, typically a girl, ma'am can I have extra sheets, ma'am extra sheets. उसमें और प्रेशर आएगा तुमको, ठीक है? Good. I liked your zeal of everyone, but the problem is now I'm going to get detached from you. If you really love physics, there are only 3 problems pending: 30, 31 and 32. If I detach, because I have to detach for the next batch, you can continue. But Vivan is thinking, चलो मटर पनीर पे concentrate करो, बंद करो किताब, है ना? सर गया और मैं गया, like विक्रम बेताल. तू बोला, मैं चला. Righto, time has come to say GL. Now today you will be getting a worksheet which will have lot of these problems. Please do them. Okay, please do them. And our next class will be, now we have understood everything, we will do graphical analysis of problem.